Saturday of the 25th week in Ordinary Time.
A reading from the book of the prophet Zechariah. I, Zechariah, raised my eyes and looked. There was a man with a measuring line in his hand. I asked, "Where are you going?" He answered, "To measure Jerusalem, to see how great is its width and how great its length." Then the angel who spoke with me advanced, and another angel came out to meet him and said to him, "Run, tell this to that young man. People will live in Jerusalem as though in open country, because of the multitude of men and beasts in her midst. But I will be for her an encircling wall of fire, says the Lord, and I will be the glory in her midst. Sing and rejoice, O daughter Zion. See, I am coming to dwell among you, says the Lord. Many nations shall join themselves to the Lord on that day, and they shall be his people, and he will dwell among you. The word of the Lord.
The responsorial psalm. The response is, "The Lord will guard us, as a shepherd guards his flock." Hear the word of the Lord, O nations. Proclaim it on distant isles, and say, "He who scattered Israel now gathers them together. He guards them as a shepherd guards his flock." The Lord will guard us as a shepherd guards his flock. The Lord shall ransom Jacob. He shall redeem him from the hand of his conqueror. Shouting, they shall mount the heights of Zion. They shall come streaming to the Lord's blessings. The Lord will guard us as a shepherd guards his flock. Then the virgins shall make merry and dance, and young men and old as well. I will turn their mourning into joy. I will console and gladden them after their sorrows. The Lord will guard us as a shepherd guards his flock.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. While they were all amazed at his every deed, Jesus said to his disciples, "Pay attention to what I am telling you. The Son of Man is to be handed over to men." But they did not understand this saying. Its meaning was hidden from them, so that they should not understand it. And they were afraid to ask him about this saying. The Gospel of the Lord.
The first reading comes from the book of the prophet Zechariah, chapter 2, verses 5 to 9 and 14 to 15. Zechariah was a contemporary of Haggai the prophet. Remember, Haggai is the prophet who encouraged the people of Israel to continue to build the temple and told them that even if it's not up to the same glory as the temple that was destroyed, it doesn't make a difference, because God's glory will fill the temple. Well, in this passage we hear that a man is sent out with a measuring line to measure Jerusalem. The idea of measuring Jerusalem is the idea of protecting the city, that they don't need walls. And remember, this is occurring around 520 BC. The walls of Jerusalem aren't built until 444 BC, much later than this. Nevertheless, God will protect the city of Jerusalem. He will be its warrior. And furthermore, many nations will join the Lord. Remember, the word nations means the Gentile people. So not only will Jerusalem be protected from its enemies will come to Jerusalem to worship the one Lord. And so it's a sign that even though the people of Israel and the people of Judah have suffered terribly in these years, there would be a time of tremendous restoration in which the glory of God would shine forth from Jerusalem. Obviously a prophecy that's only fulfilled in the days of Jesus. The Gospel is from Luke 9:43 to 45. It continues the idea that we saw yesterday, that the Son of Man would suffer and die. And today we hear that he would be handed over into the power of men. The Son of Man is a chosen one of God. He's supposed to receive power and authority over the nations. And yet here we're told that he will be betrayed. He will suffer. He will die. And that just doesn't make sense. And in fact, the disciples are very confused by what Jesus is saying, but they're afraid to ask him what he means. We see that they're just confounded by the mystery of the revelation that Jesus is telling them, and they don't know how to respond. And that's very often the reaction that we have when we hear some of the mysteries of our faith, when we encounter some of those mysteries in a moment of prayer, in a moment of revelation. And it's not that we hear a voice coming from the heavens, but something in our heart tells us that it's this way or that. We don't know how to explain it. We don't know what to say. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because it reminds us that the mystery of God goes beyond our words, beyond our concepts. And we have to be ready to be surprised, ready to learn that God's ways are not our ways. And may God bless us.